Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. For this video I'm going to show you guys how to install a gas damper, gas shock. There's several different names for them. These are commonly used on motorhomes, on cabinets. And it's wonderful when you buy a bunch of products from a company and you get zero instructions on how to install it. So I'm going to show you how I install these on my concealment flags. It's very simple, and I'll take you step by step. Let me get a nice angle here so you guys are going to be able to follow along and watch. So it's fairly simple to install. Like I said, the great instructions that they do not provide for you. So you have three pieces. You have the strut or the shock, and you have this pivot point, and you have this pivot. This one goes in the top like so, and this one goes for the bottom. Ideally you want it kind of low. You don't want the thing high up, because when you come to close it, it'll catch and it won't compress. I found that out the hard way. So the lower you can get to it, like this, like about 1.5 inches off the bottom, if you're building a cabinet or a concealment thing or a concealment flag build, ideally something like this. And what I do is I set it in place where I want it to be, and then I just take my punch and get a hole started, and that allow me to get a screw in there. And then later on, if you make a mistake and you need to get this off of there, it's very simple to take off. You can take a flathead screwdriver. In my case, I'm using a hole punch, just lift up on the piece of metal there, and it falls right out. It's very easy to take it off. Just lift up it in the middle of this spring here, just like that, with a flathead screwdriver. It'll pop right out. If this piece comes off, you can take it out and reset it back inside. It's very simple to do. It's not hard at all. As you can see from the inside of it, it's not hard at all. If this comes off or you bend it the wrong way, and it, sometimes that happens, but it's very easy to put back on. So once you have your hole set up, you can take your first piece and screw it in after you made a hole with your punch. I just use a screwdriver. I don't want to get my drill out and go too far and make the screw come through the other side of the wood. I don't want that. Let me clean that dirt off of here real quick. That way, if you make a mistake, you only have one hole to patch instead of 2 or 3. So I always try and do one hole first, get it set in position, and then see how everything's going to turn out. And then on my bottom piece, like I said, I don't want it all the way down to the bottom. I'll put it kind of to the middle a little bit. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a second after I get this first screw in. Again, it's not very hard to do. It's frustrating when you buy stuff and you spend your money and they don't give you absolutely no instructions at all. Literally zero. So this is what I'm talking about, kind of like halfway point here. And then you could take your damper and your shock and put it on there just as a test fit. That way if you mess up, you only have 2 little tiny holes to patch. And then, let me get you a better angle. And then as you can see, it closes right up nice and easy. Again, it's very simple to do. And then now you can take this metal piece out and put your other screws in there, and you'll be all set, guys. If anybody has any questions and they still don't understand it, let me know. I'll be more than happy to try and walk you through it. But again, it's pretty simple, and it's only 3 pieces. Like I said, you have the top piece right here. This just pops right in the hole here, just like this. It just pop right in. And same thing with the bottom. You you want the bigger swivel part on the back end of the shock, and the round pivot point on this piece right here. Again, very easy to take this off. When you got to take it off, there's a little lip right here. You just put your punch or a flathead screwdriver and it pops right off, just like that. If you pull too hard and this spring comes off, get you some needle nose pliers, pull it around, and you can take it off. And it's got two little grooves on each side of right here that you put that spring tension back on. Other than that, that's all there is to it, guys. Again, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, ask me. I'll be more than happy to help you guys out or try and walk you through it. Have a great day, everybody.